Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, hello, good to be with you again. Hey, I need your help with today's lesson. If you're watching right now, I need you to go find something that you can hold in your hand. It could be a marble, a toy, a pencil, whatever. Go find that thing now, go. I'll wait. Okay, you back? Good, I've got my thing here too. Here's my little thing that I'm going to be using. Whoa. Excellent. Okay. Now, I want you to take that thing and put it in your hand. Okay, now look down at your hand. I'm curious what way you're holding the thing in your hand. Do you have that thing in an open hand? Do you have that thing in a partially closed hand? Or do you have that thing in a totally closed fist? Which one? Open? Partially closed? All the way clenched fist. Now, here's my next question. If you wanted to share the thing in your hand with somebody else, which way would be the best way to do that? Would you use an open hand, a partially closed hand, or a clenched fist? You'd use an open hand, right? And what if you really wanted to protect that thing, like your brother or your sister was trying to steal it from you? What do you think you would do? You would do it all the way closed, right? See, this is the same with our lives. Some parts of our life we should hold with an open hand. In other parts of our life, we should hold with a partially closed hand. And then other things, the really important stuff, we should hold very tightly. And that's a short list. It might only be one thing. So let's talk about the open hand things. Which things are the open hand things in our lives? Well, I think the open hand things in our lives are like the things. You know, like toys and clothes and things like that. The things that are a blessing to us, the things that we enjoy, the things that we have fun with. But that, you know, if somebody needed them or if we lost them or somebody stole them or if we shared them with somebody else, it would be okay. We might be sad, we might miss that thing, but it would be okay. Those are the open hand things. What about the partially closed where it's sort of protected and guarded, but not all the way clenched yet? What kinds of things are those in our lives? Well, I think of things that aren't things, but that are more important than that. Things like maybe our health or our family or our friendships or other relationships we have. These things that are good and helpful and that we should protect and care for. But the hard thing about that is, well, even those things can be lost sometimes too. Maybe you have a grandparent who you love very much who passes away, or a pet that's so dear to you who is no longer with us, or there's another way that, you know, maybe you had a friend who lived in your old neighborhood and then you moved and now you don't keep in touch with that friend anymore. Those things are much more sad to lose than your favorite toy, but they're also not things that God promises us to have or to keep for always and forever. So they're good things, but they're not forever things. And that leads us to the things that we should hold with a tight grip, that we should really cling to. And that's really just one thing, which is we should cling to God. Deuteronomy 13, verse 4, says it this way. I had some help with my graphics here. It says, "You shall follow the Lord your God and fear him. And you shall keep his commandments, listen to his voice, serve him, and cling to him." You see that there, cling to him. That we want to cling to God. This is really good advice. And you might be wondering too, like, how do we do that? What does it mean to cling to God? Well, I think the verse actually kind of points this out to us, right? It's if we want to cling to God, what we should do is we should follow him, fear him, keep his commandments, listen to his voice, and serve him. So what do we mean by follow the Lord your God? We should do the things that God did. We should follow the example that Jesus set when he was living here among us. We should fear him. Now, it doesn't mean that God's like scary, like a monster or something. No. Fear in this sense means that we respect how powerful and wonderful and awe-inspiring God is. And because of that, we want to obey him. We shall keep his commands. That's that exact idea. If God tells us to do something, we should do it. If God tells us not to do something, we should not do that thing. And if we do that, our lives will be better. And this is one way that we can cling to God. We should listen to his voice. We should come to him in prayer and ask for things we need. And we should listen to what he has to say. And we should serve him. And we serve God by serving others, by loving others well in his name. And so this is exactly what we're talking about. If we want to cling to God, these are the things we need to do. Now, here's the final point is simply this. This is the important thing. Is that sometimes what we do is we take open hand things in our lives and we treat them like they're closed hand things. And we take closed hand things and we treat them like they're open hand things. And we can't mix these up. It's too important. We need to cling to God with everything that's within us because he is the only thing that's important and that will last forever. And with everything else, we need to keep an open or partially open hand, knowing that even if we lost those things, we'd still be okay as long as we cling to that relationship with God. So let's pray this week on how we can cling to God better, how we can love and serve and follow him well. Good to be with you guys digitally. Hope to see you soon in person. See ya.